Our first blind item reads, this two-named YouTuber has been causing chaos on the internet for years now. Celebrities are starting to get frustrated, but said YouTuber's platform continues to grow. Sources suggest if lazy content creator doesn't get merchandise out soon, their fans will start turning. Who could this be about? Well, you guys have been asking for it, and it's time for me to announce that we do have merchandise for the blind item breakdown series. This is our 50th episode so far. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys can go and get the blind item breakdown hat, the hat I'll be wearing from now on my website, sloanhooks.com. This is my first time ever doing merchandise, so please be nice. But like, I love the hat. I think it looks great. It's embroidered. It's great quality. I mean, nothing to hide here. I'm loving it. So fully into it. I'm going to be wearing it all the time, but this is going to be a limited drop. I'm not a big merch person. That's why it's taken me like 5 years to actually really make merch and put it on the website. So if you guys can go and support the channel and support me, thank you so much. Now back to our episode. This blind item reads, in this space the other day I told you about an actress who was really upset her premiere was canceled. Now she's trying to make the best of it and make it seem like it was her idea and is being noble and just canceling everything because of it. Now this is of course about Jennifer Lopez, and it seems like she's really struggling with trying to come back and save her reputation even though she continues to be booked and busy. I'm assuming a lot of these projects happened probably before she went downhill, but a follow-up blind item suggests that the only reason this A-lister agreed to reschedule a premiere is because no one was going to show up. The A-lister didn't believe it until they saw all the texts and emails of everyone canceling. This person commented, Halle Berry is literally donating her own clothes. Jamie Lee has given $1 million away. The better former Miss Affleck is out there on the streets. What the hell has the A-list in her own mind done? Another person writes, I saw a friend of Jennifer Garner's had died in the fire. And it is true. Jennifer Garner's having a much different experience right now than Jennifer Lopez is. She's worried about her premiere getting canceled because of the fires, even though people just aren't going to show up, while Jennifer Garner is mourning the loss of one of her close friends.
I've lived in and around the Palisades for 25 years, so I think all of us just, we want to get our hands into working somehow to be helpful. It is not some faraway place that you can't reach. This is a neighborhood. Yeah. I did lose a friend who did not get out in time. And, you know.
How has it been for you just to see all this?
It's just, my heart bleeds for my friends. I mean, I can think of 100 families and there are 5,000 homes lost. I could just write out a list of 100 friends who lost their homes. It's just like, I feel almost guilty walking through my house.
So let's talk about how Jennifer Lopez is canceling everything. It kind of sounds like how she canceled her tour. But these wildfires are no joke. Nonetheless, she's canceled her media appearances on The Today Show, The View, Live with Kelly and Mark, The Tonight Show, Jimmy Fallon. So, I mean, it would have been a lot of press opportunity. We would have seen a lot of J-Lo, whether we wanted to or not. It all surrounds the upcoming premiere of her new movie, Unstoppable, which was canceled. A rep for the movie's distributor, Amazon MGM Studios, said, as much as we're looking forward to celebrating this wonderful and inspiring film with you, safety is our first priority, which it should be.
Nothing ever keeps you down. You just keep going, keep getting back up again. Where does that resilience come from?
I mean, it's hard to say, right? Like, you just have something inside you that just says, don't give up. Just don't give up. That's all. That's the difference between like success and failure. You know, is that somebody just didn't stop. They just didn't give up until they got there. And I think, you know, all of us, you know, fall down in life and, you know, you're down for a minute and then you go, okay, got time to get back up. Here we go. That's what I feel. I feel it's just the not giving up is really the message of this movie, which is unstoppable. No matter what, you know, obstacles are in your way, you just don't stop.
Now, currently, it doesn't seem like anyone in this family has lost their homes. But of course, Ben Affleck had to evacuate because he bought his bachelor pad in the Palisades. And really, my heart goes out to everyone who has lost their home. I mean, these fires are insane. You could hear my my ash cough because ash is flying from the sky and I'm wheezing. So I'm loving DraftKings Casino, and I'm so excited to tell you about their new offer. If you are looking for a fun and easy way to go and enjoy real money casino games, then this is your chance. Love DraftKings Casino over on this channel, but if you are a new player, listen up because I've got a deal for you. You can play just $5 for a shot and $1,000 in casino credits. But that's not all, because once you deposit $5, they will match you up to $1,000 and casino bonus funds. Plus, you guys know we're all about safety, so DraftKings is safe, it's reliable, it's secure, so all you need to focus on is winning and playing. And if DraftKings isn't available in your state, you can still enjoy their daily fantasy app for a shot at cash prizes all season long. So what are you waiting for? Head to the DraftKings Casino app and use my promo code Sloan. Get in on the action. Remember, when you play $5 to spin, you'll get a shot at 1,000 casino credits and get that deposit match up to $1,000 in bonus funds. Head to my link in the description below to go and score this deal. Disclaimer, if you've got a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit DraftKings.com for full terms. Thank you, DraftKings Casino, for sponsoring this video, and enjoy. Now, this kind of reminds me of a video I did about the wildfires and some celebrity conspiracies, kind of like what the celebrities are saying about this. This blind item reads, it's interesting that an entire neighborhood, the only two people who didn't lose their houses are the two people who appear so often in the blinds for bad behavior and often work together and have done some things for the government together, Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg. One person wrote, I'm thinking the outrageously wealthy people, maybe Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg, have their own fire hydrants and generators and have their own fire crew. I do remember hearing a story about a celebrity, I can't remember who, but they actually hired their own private firefighters to protect their home and their neighborhood. So really, money does do a lot of work if you can go and afford all of that, but I can't even imagine what that would cost. But TMZ reported videos and photos of their homes, and as you could see, their neighbors burnt to a crisp, and it does seem like their homes are untouched. It's quite the coincidence that these two houses have survived the blaze while so many other celebrities have lost their homes, given that Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks are frequent collaborators and close friends. The Palisades fire is the biggest of the blazes currently plaguing Los Angeles, consuming more than 17,000 acres so far and forcing many celebrities to find other accommodations. But it looks like Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks have gotten really lucky so far. Ooh, here we get into the Diddy mess. One of the producer wannabe rapper's best friends has canceled his annual shindig. How bad is what is coming and what's going to be for him? Which this is about Michael Rubin. Michael Rubin is a wealthy businessman who is familiar with entertainment because he's been on various television shows and he's friends with big celebrities, and he likes to throw big parties that are similar to Diddy's and have a similar guest list. But Michael Rubin's famous white party is canceled forever after Diddy's similar parties have ruined the theme. Quote, Michael and his people thought the white party couldn't get any bigger than it already is, but they wanted it to end on a high note. Plus, they are looking to focus more on charitable events. So what were they doing before? It is the biggest celebrity party of the year, so it's a big deal. They're ending it, but they also wanted it to end before it got corny. The other thing to think about is how Diddy's white parties have given the theme such bad stigma after everything that came out this past year. So they're trying to avoid this, which I'm sure every big businessman, politician, celebrity, they just don't want to be associated with any of this at all anymore.
And to all the kids have like an hour left. Get extra comfortable, kids, because after that, y'all gotta go. It's a wrap for y'all, because this thing turns into something that when y'all get older, y'all don't want to come to.
That was footage of Diddy speaking at one of his white parties that he used to host all the time at the Hamptons house. They were these white parties that were hosted in the late 1990s and early 2000s. The dress code was all white and a bunch of celebrities would go. A bunch of these pictures and videos are resurfacing, especially now that Diddy has been indicted for a bunch of sex trafficking charges, kidnapping, and racketeering. And we also know about his freak-off parties and the 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Now, I feel like these people are still going to have their parties, like hot take. They're just not going to invite other celebrities anymore or just certain people. A second source familiar with the party said there was never going to be a party this summer. There's no more parties going on at Michael Rubin's home, so stop asking him. Even the invites that these celebrities would receive, like Kim Kardashian or Tom Brady, would be worth $35,000 each. So it's just over the top and unnecessary. So I don't know if these parties in LA with these celebrities are going to go away, because I don't feel like evil's just gone that quickly, especially with like one guy who's locked up. But people are talking about this more, so I think it's going to be done in even more secret.
I never knew that side of him. He was always so nice to me and respectful, and my whole family. He was always very pleasant, beautifully respectful, never had a problem, but not like he's going to ask Osborne's to go to a white party, is he? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? With different worlds and all of that, but it's it doesn't surprise me to say, you know, where there's a lot of power, there's a lot of money, attracts a lot of power, so they think that they can do whatever because they've got the power. Doesn't surprise me too much.
Oh gosh, poor Sharon Osbourne. Ooh, it looks like she's not doing too well. Prayers for her. Another blind item related to Diddy before we move on, and I'm really interested in this because another person close to her is confirming what I've been saying since the day she died. It wasn't natural causes that killed the ex of the producer wannabe rapper. And it looks like this is about Al B. Sure and Kim Porter and of course Diddy, because I don't think Kim Porter died from natural causes either. This person commented, there's nothing innocent about her sudden death. Also, a cause of death can't be pneumonia, but pneumonia can be caused by an overdose, etc. Say a young woman suddenly died of pneumonia out of the blue is sketchy, very sketchy. Another person adds it was the same pneumonia that was given to Bernie Mac by Steve Harvey, allegedly. What was Corey Gamble doing back in 2008? Another person added, okay, the same as to what killed Brittany Murphy, and ultimately her husband as well. Now, get this. Apparently, this said pneumonia is a side effect from consuming none other than baby oil. Now, honestly, I don't know how someone could be forced to consume baby oil. Like, even imagining it, I feel like I can't swallow. Like, ugh. But Kim Porter's ex, Al B., and the father of Quincy Brown, Kim Porter's son, later adopted by Diddy, has made some allegations in a documentary. Al B. revealed that Kim supposedly kept a private journal documenting everything that went on behind the scenes during her relationship with Diddy. Quote, before her death, she was keeping a diary, adding that someone allegedly accessed her phone and computer after her passing. But he didn't stop there. Al B. Sure said that he grew concerned for Kim's safety before she died in 2009. She began to confide in me, he said. She said, something's not right. Diddy's soul has gone completely dark. He even suggested that Diddy might have something to do with Kim Porter's death, claiming that she knew too much and she had threatened to expose him. Now, the diary rumor isn't new. We've actually talked about this book that was published by someone on Amazon, and there could be some phony copies out there. But there are plenty of people who are being asked about this diary, this journal, some of these receipts that Kim Porter could have left behind. And now that Diddy's under investigation, there are certain people talking about it.
So it is Kim Porter's book, but not necessarily some of the stuff with the celebs that were mentioned besides.
It's hers. Nobody touched it.
Oh, so it is her official book.
Yes.
And no one touched
nobody
it?
altered it, nothing.
So it's not the copy that the gentleman said that he was selling before? No.
No.
It's two different copies. That one was edited, and we have the original copy.
So you're saying that the other copy was an actual real copy, even though the family said it wasn't?
It was a derivative work.
The only way the family say that is because I'll be sure.
Yeah.
You know, they got to worry about bigger things.
Right.
Than what her diary was.
The book, do you think that now, do you think it'll ever be open to the public, or?
That'll be the next thing. I've been contracted to go to Amazon and work out whatever legalities that may have existed prior so that we can republish the book.
Wow, so the public will get to see her actual words and thoughts.
So very soon, the actual unedited version.
Now, Albie even goes further to say that Kim Porter told him to accept the narrative that Quincy Brown was adopted by Diddy or he would be killed. So Diddy and Kim Porter, they have twins together, several kids together, and Diddy adopted Al B. Sure's son. Al B. talked about Kim Porter's final days, claiming that Kim told him that Diddy's soul had gone, which is really, I mean, what does that mean? It reminds me of like Illuminati stuff. Ugh. Commenting on the rapper adopting his son, Quincy Brown, after entering his relationship with Kim Porter, Al B. said that she made him promise on Quincy's life to never reveal what she told him. Al B. added that the narrative of Diddy adopting Quincy Brown was allegedly created by publicists and that Kim Porter told him to go along with the narrative and to keep his distance or he would be unalived. Albie adds that someone did in fact get to her devices, get to her computer, and they could have completely removed everything. I don't know if he revealed that, but he claims that everything was happening in front of everyone's eyes and no one had any idea how evil Diddy was. Now, because Peacock is such a big streaming service, do you guys watch Peacock? Comment below. But it's large, so the lawyers are responding to it, and they're calling this documentary bogus, that it's all false and lies, of course. They say the credibility and the motivations of people being interviewed must be questioned because most of them claim to know things but lack any connection to the truth. They say that all of these unfounded and wild theories of those being interviewed for the documentary were sensationalized to appear factual. It looks like there's going to be several accusers that are going to be interviewed in this documentary, so we will be paying attention to this, and I will be reporting to you guys on what they do reveal. This blind item reads, this A-list actress, Anna Kendrick, is an Oscar winner nominee, which is something that most people forget about her. She likes to forget about a certain franchise, Twilight, and hates when people mention it. Hates it. Her once again co-star Blake Lively knows this and tries to bring it up in every joint interview. So our Oscar winner nominee started talking about her co-stars cheating, Ben Affleck married to Jennifer Garner, and Ryan Reynolds married to Scarlett Johansson. There is a truce, but they do hate each other, which is about Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively. I've got a deep dive going into Anna Kendrick's feud with Blake Lively and a few other feuds that Blake Lively has been involved in, which we all know that Blake Lively likes to play difficult. This person commented Blake Lively was definitely trying to land an A-list BF before she got with Ryan. She went through Ben Affleck and Leonardo Dicaprio until she found her perfect victim. One person wrote she slept with Ben Affleck when he was married to Jennifer Garner. Another person added that Blake is a bit of a predator. Now, I came across this article. Kat Marnell claims that Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively cheated with each other. Fun fact, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds hooked up when Ryan Reynolds was still married to Scarlett Johansson and holed up in NOLA hotel room during Green Lantern. And US Weekly discovered this. Their beauty director would tell us at events about how their teams threatened to squash the story. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively was all over it. So let's break this down even further. So this magazine editor and New York Times best-selling author Kat Marnell posted on Twitter that Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively had an affair with each other when he was married to Scarlett Johansson and she was dating Penn Badgley. She says a lot was told by this beauty director and that Us magazine was going to publish it until Ryan and Blake's teams got involved. Ryan and Blake starred together in The Green Lantern, which was filmed from March to August in 2010 in Louisiana. Blake was dating Penn until November 2010. And Ryan was with Scarlett until December 2010. Ryan and Blake did not officially become a couple until late 2011. Now, Kat deleted the tweet, but the internet is forever. Now people are going off in the comments. This person writes, not really surprising. Scarlett Johansson acts like she's never even met him, much less been married to him. Between this and the rumors that he was threatened by her career, I mean, water is wet. Blake and Ryan are both terrible people. Nobody's shocked. One person wrote, yeah, I remember thinking that when he got with Blake, she was never going to have the career and more star power that Scarlett has had. Blake fit into the wifey role better than Scarlett. Now there is an old interview clip of these two talking about Green Lantern, and it does seem rather flirty. I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below.
Hard not to love the movie because you guys are so beautiful to watch that I was just like,
well, hello.
I was just like,
everyone gains 10 points next to her. You go up. No, that's all you get today, though. That's it.
I know, I can't believe you.
That's it.
Like,
no, just that. Yeah, no,
camera,
no,
not so nice.
no, never. Ever. I've seen her go into a rage spiral. Oh my god. And most people's violence with her, it's just baking.
At just 23 and 34 at the time, Blake and Ryan connected with the theme of courage in the movie.
What are fears that you guys have had to overcome?
Man.
Working with Ryan.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. You have a bodyguard?
Wow. What a huge deal.
Yeah, man. Wow.
I love it.
Nice.
This person wrote on TikTok, the way I'm looking at them in a completely different lens now. Wow. Another person writes, the well hello pissed me off. Divorce. Another person wrote, the way that she stayed looking at him. And then finally Zoe commented, that flirty laugh pissed me off. Now, I've been seeing Spencer Pratt and Heidi Montag in the headlines, and my heart goes out to them. I love them both so much. My dream is to interview them someday, and actually it may come sometime this year, manifesting that. But they are going through it. Their house burnt down. Heidi Montag's music is streaming, which I've loved this song ever since college. I'll do it. It's such a hit. So definitely go and stream and help them, make their money back. That's what they're working on. But this one's actually about her and the brand Aloe. It reads, the yoga company was happy to help out the celebrity because it was just like any other corporate deal. Plus, it didn't really cost them much real cash. Ask them how to help other victims though, and it's a hard pass. So Aloe, you're not doing the work to go and give back to the community. It's crazy how all these corporations are dishing out so much money now that there's a tragedy. It's like, wow, how much do you have stockpiled back there? Now this headline reads, popular fitness brand Aloe is slammed for giving Heidi Montag a $1,000 gift card. The reality star and her husband Spencer Pratt were forced to evacuate their home with their 2 sons last week after huge fires began to destroy their home. Heidi has since shared with fans that brands such as Aloe have reached out to provide support and gave her an unspecified amount of credit to purchase items from their store.
Headed into Aloe. Aloe gave me an amazing gift card, which I'm so excited about because that is something that I couldn't grab and I love so much. So I'm excited. Aloe. That's so exciting. Thank you, Aloe. Thank you, Brandon and Courtney, also for a gift card. And I'm so excited to have a new t-shirt to wear and some new clothes. So thank you all so much.
Taking to Reddit, one fan stated, everyone is going wild praising Aloe for giving Heidi over $1,000 gift card after losing her Aloe clothes to the wildfire. But what about helping some non-public figures out? One person wrote, I don't know, to me it feels a little dystopian to see influencers and celebrities given the opportunity to get back to their luxury clothes to repurchase what they had lost. I mean, maybe my heart is just a little bit too, like, I don't know, I'm naive, but I feel so bad for them. But I'm like, go and get your Aloe if you can. But I do see that there are a lot of people who have been affected. Others pointed out that the move was surely being used as a promotional tool for the company. One writing, they're obviously using her tragedy to promote themselves. It's basically a cheap advertisement. The views they're getting right now are worth way more than $1,000.
Really just comes in waves, but I just want to go home. I just want to see all my stuff and sit on my couch and just really want to go home. I'm like so homesick.
I actually was in a house fire when in 2013. My house caught on fire and it was super scary having to run out, the smoke everywhere, your things being taken from you, cleaning what they can salvage from the mess. And I really can't imagine what she's going through.
Yikes. 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 Update, I'm watching our house burn down on the security cameras.
Ellen DeGeneres might be in trouble. This married former comic actress turned host is about to be exposed by one of her side pieces. One person commented, the great thing about Brits is that if they don't like you, they'll let you know. And that's in reference to Ellen leaving the country and moving to the UK. Another person writes, she'll be unhappy wherever she is, the malcontent nomad. Another person writes, they got tossed from the UK already? Well, Ellen was spotted back in Montecito weeks after moving to England and to leave because of Trump's win. Now, I heard that they were separating, that her wife Portia was exhausted with Ellen. She couldn't stand her being home all the time and missed when she would go to the Ellen show and be away for, hours on end. Ellen was snapped at her old stomping grounds last Friday while visiting Casa Dorinda, an elite retirement community known for their luxury care, where Juliet Child spent her final days. Oh gosh, Ellen, are you on the way out? She's going to a retirement community. Like with nurses on staff. No, I don't know if it's Ellen who's trying to check in. I don't think she's that old yet, but her mother, Margaret Rogers, may be living there, maybe staying there. So, that's probably why she would be visiting. Maybe she's back in Montecito because her place recently flooded. Oh my gosh, what's happening in the world? All of this weather. She just moved to the UK, bought this big mansion, and it completely flooded with water. Now, this is related to the blind item, but there was a clip going around, and this former Bachelorette star said that Ellen DeGeneres treated her really badly. So I wanted to include this since I'm giving you guys an update on Ellen.
Did you ever meet Ellen DeGeneres?
Yes.
Was she nice or no?
She made me feel pretty not great.
I hate that.
What?
I've heard that so many times.
Yeah. It's not that she was mean per se. She just made me feel stupid.
Yeah, she does that.
I remember that when I was on her show, like I was so excited to be on the show. And I don't think she's a bad person. I just think that sometimes I bet when you do a job like that all day, every single day for years, you're just kind of over it, right? And then here, in one, she's talking to people who are like crafted. Here I am, this like 24-year-old like famous for no reason, comes on her show and she's like, I gotta talk to one of these idiots again, you know? And I was like, I went out on the show, I was dancing and everyone comes out dancing and I'm like, hi. And I was like trying to be funny and like personable. And she, instead of like laughing with me, she was laughing at me.
Oh, I hate
Do you know
it.
what I mean? So I felt really stupid.
Oh, Leonardo DiCaprio and his young girlfriends. This one's about Victoria, not Victoria, Victoria. The married girlfriend of the A-list, mostly movie actor, still hasn't even tried to divorce her husband, even though she's been with the actor for years. Let's talk a little bit about Leo's girlfriend, Victoria. Leo has been dating Victoria for over a year now, and while the two have kept their relationship out of the spotlight, it seems like things are still going strong. Now, she is currently 26 years old, born in 1998, and started modeling when she was 14. She's been working with all of the biggest designers, and I'm not surprised as one of Leo's girlfriends. Though I am surprised that he's still with her because usually the 25 rule is when he cuts them off. Now, Victoria is still married to an Italian DJ named Matteo. They got married in 2020. But in late 2022, she stopped posting photos of her husband on social media, and in the summer of 2023, she started seeing Leo. It is a little bit bizarre that there's no official divorce announcement. There's no breakup announcement. She just went from being a happily married woman to now dating this movie star who's much older than she is. Now, these two were first photographed together out in August 2023. Page 6 captured photos of them grabbing ice cream and iced coffees in Santa Barbara, and then days later, the outlet shared a video of the couple dancing and kissing at a nightclub in Ibiza. Wow, what the life. After the actor celebrated his 50th birthday, his girlfriend, who's half his age, jetted off to Mexico with Leo's mother. So it looks like she gets the mother's stamp of approval. And even though there are engagement rumors out there, I can't imagine that they are getting engaged, because Leo doesn't seem like the type to settle down, and plus she's still legally married, at least in another country. I don't know how that works.
Leonardo Dicaprio and Vittoria Soretti are sparking engagement rumors, but here's the truth. Amid viral speculation that the 50-year-old actor has popped the question to his 26-year-old model girlfriend, E! News can confirm that the story is just a rumor and that the two are actually not engaged. The rumor shocked fans and created a firestorm online, as some questioned whether one of Hollywood's most notoriously eligible bachelors would finally settle down. He and the Italian model have been dating since 2023.
This blind item reads, the back in the day hated A-list reality star is now set to debut herself to a brand new generation who haven't heard her coke for butt sex stories or just how horribly racist she is. It will be interesting learning experience for her and them, which is about Paris Hilton and I guess Nicole Richie. Now, I must admit, I am a big fan of Paris Hilton's. I mean, she's always been nice to me. But this person commented, what about all those little dogs that she killed out of neglect? Which I thought she had like little homes for her dogs, so I don't know, does that add up? Now, in March 2023, Paris did address her past racist and homophobic remarks. In her book, she wrote a short reflection of her past usage of slurs, which she blames on PTSD that she suffered at a psychiatric youth inpatient treatment center that she was sent to at a young age. She claims that she was harmed inappropriately, groomed, and violated during her time there. So what she's saying is that this past trauma really messed her up, and that's why we saw her rebellious face, because she kind of stuck to that after being sent away and forced to do things that she absolutely did not want to do.
I want to let y'all know, whenever I was a little kid and this story broke, I was absolutely devastated and still am devastated to this day. She did have a controversy in 2007 that kind of got swept under the rug. video footage of Paris using the N-word with her sister Nikki would leak. Basically what happened is she had a storage facility with a bunch of stuff in it, very personal items, might I add, like literally passport, medical documents, diaries, photos, and videos of her. Movers offered to pay for the storage facility. There's actually websites where people can like bid on them and stuff like that. It's really interesting. But if you do not pay your fee, all of that stuff gets like up for auction and people can buy it. There was somebody who bought Paris Hilton's stuff for about $2,000 and then a entrepreneur bought it for $10 million. There was even a website that literally showed all of the stuff that was in it. It was called like parisexposed.com or something. That is where the videotape of her dancing around, listening to Biggie with her sister comes on. She goes on to say, "We are like two N-words," and she says this into the camera. There was also allegedly a clip of her remixing Sister Sledge's "We Are Family," but in a really offensive way. I'm just gonna post the blurred out version. I can't even try to bleep it or try to say it on here. Like, it's that bad.
Now, she also admits that she was drinking a lot back then, and she says it wasn't an excuse, but she was wasted and just being a moron, and she doesn't even remember half the things that she said to people because she was a blacked out idiot. Now, the book did do really well. People praised her for her vulnerability and her honesty, and she was happy for the outcome. I mean, she's been doing quite well since. She's had her her Walmart cooking line. She's had so much press. I mean, did you watch the Paris and Nicole reboot? Comment below. Let's talk about Shakira. The spine item reads, this one-named foreign-born permanent A-list singer does so in multiple languages. She is also about to get caught up in a very messy child support battle, which she does not need. She just survived her own PR battle, and this latest drama would expose her very private personal life. We've covered Shakira's messy breakup with Gerard. She was with him for years, and I think there was some cheating involved. She made that very clear in her single that she did about him, which really put her on top of the situation. This person commented, Gerard ditched his kids without much of a fight. She should have known what a shitbag he was when he didn't marry her. That being said, she cheated on her ex with his ugly chimp-looking face, so that's karma, I guess. Now, it does seem like they've come to somewhat of an agreement because Shakira will move to Miami next year with her 2 children as part of her deal with Gerard. It looked like it took the lawyers 12 hours to hash this out. Gerard, who broke down in tears at a game on Saturday with an emotional farewell speech after retiring from football, is said to have given in to Shakira's wishes to avoid an ugly divorce battle in court. I mean, I don't even know if they were necessarily married. I think they're talking about the child support situation, but it seems like the children will spend Christmas in Barcelona, but once the next year begins, the footballer will have to say goodbye and make a painful sacrifice.
Apparently, Shakira found out that her boyfriend of 12 years, Gerard Piqué, was cheating on her because of a jar of strawberry jam. This week, Shakira released a new song, and she wasn't shy about calling out Piqué and his infidelity. And in the music video, there was a very interesting scene where Shakira goes to a fridge and opens the door and finds a man's head inside. According to this article, Shakira was asked on a Spanish TV show about the scene and why she opens the fridge, and she answers that it's to discover the truth. So apparently what happened was that Shakira went on a business trip, and she left a jar of strawberry jam in the fridge at home. But when she came back, she realized that someone had been eating from the jar, and she knew it wasn't Piqué because he has never liked strawberry jam in his entire life. So using her gut feeling as a woman, she immediately knew that something was up. And that's how Piqué's history of infidelity unraveled. Shakira later discovered that her boyfriend of 12 years and the father of their 2 children had been cheating on her all throughout their relationship with different women. He was even bringing his affair partners back home to the house that Shakira bought, and those women were even wearing Shakira's clothes.
Now, this is just an honorable mention. We don't have any supporting articles, but this blind item reads, the A-list singer, sometimes actress, Ariana Grande, has been distant, and it was her boyfriend who insisted on being seen in public with her. He can tell the end is near between Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater. This person reacted, Ariana, if you can hear us, Aaron Taylor Johnson and all will be forgiven. Another person wrote, and we all say together, told you so. Another person adds, all I can think about is his ex-wife and his son. He threw it all away. Another person adds, it takes roughly 2 years for infatuation to wear off. They're right on schedule. Another person added, like, did he think they'd ride off into the sunset or something? Another person wrote, I wonder if he'll try to crawl back to the woman who actually loved him. Alexis commented, I knew once the press run was over, Ariana would leave him.
Now that the end of the first Wicked promo period has ended, now people are saying allegedly, supposedly, apparently that Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater are on the rocks. Now listen, I want to talk about it, but I already know there's going to be so many Ariana Grande haters that are going to come out like, oh, I'm so glad this is happening. How you get him is how you lose him, blah, blah, blah. But guys, so let's wait a little bit. But Ariana has kept wanting to keep the relationship very private, and he feels like she may be ashamed of him or not really feeling him the same way that he is feeling her. So he is feeling super insecure about the situation, and it's just not leading to good things in the relationship.
This concludes Blind Item Breakdown episode 50. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for 50 weeks now. I am so grateful, so honored. Shout out to Olivia, our editor and researcher, for helping this series to continue. And please go to sloanhooks.com to go and get your Blind Item Breakdown hat. It would mean so much to me. I can't wait to see you guys wear them. I'm not going to have it on there long. I'm going to take it off maybe in 2 weeks or something. And I'll take it off, and then maybe we'll do other merch in the future. But I just kind of want to do little things so you guys can have a piece of, Sloan at home with you. But thank you so much. I love you guys, and I'll see you in a new one soon. Bye, guys.